What's up guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Manchester United career mode on FIFA 16. Today, our first game, we kick off against CSKA Moscow in the next game of the Champions League. As you guys can see here, this is the 5 fixtures that we have lined up for this game, starting with the game against CSKA. Next we have West Bromwich Albion, only 4 days from now, so that's going to pose a bit of a problem with tired players. We then have quite a substantial break until we play Watford. Then, only 4 days after that, another game in the Champions League against PSV. And 3 days later, a game against Leicester City. And that will also complete the month of November, moving us ever so closer to that January transfer window. Okay, here we go. It's time to get into the game against CSKA Moscow. Okay, here's the team lineup. As you guys will be able to see, Martial comes in for Ibrahimovic, as Ibra was a bit tired. He is still on the bench. I decided to leave Smalling and Varane in because, in my opinion, they are by far our best defenders, and we can't really do without them, especially for such a big game. The only other change I made was Herrera comes in for Bastian Schweinsteiger, as Schweinsteiger was also quite tired. However, he's still on the bench as well, so he's still an option to bring in if we need a more defensive player or someone to hold the ball up and look to find the right pass. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, here it is, Manchester United versus CSKA Moscow, and really, it's just about a must-win game for us here. We slip up in this game, we draw or lose. We lose, I'll pretty much say that, we have no hope. We'll be clinging for third, like clinging to try and take back third actually, and make Europa League. But if we draw, we're still in with a chance, although it will be a very slim chance, so we really do need to win today. Jeez, I completely forgot to say anything there, but I was so tense, so stressed that this chance was going, and look, the angle was there. De Gea gets his hands to it at the last second to save it, and CSKA have themselves a corner. Oh, brilliant stuff. Oh, that was fantastic. Okay, we have a free kick from long range here, and just from where we are, I'm very tempted, and I will hit this. Let's see how we do. Oh! It's come off the outside of the post. I thought that was in for a split second. And CSK are getting on their first real good chance. They've got there, and again they've just headed it straight at the goalkeeper. We've had quite an easy day in terms of our goalkeeper defending. As I say that was definitely the best chance of the game. They got clean in behind my defence. They just couldn't quite finish it off, luckily for us. Alright, half time. I guess we can't complain. Pretty central game. There was a lot in midfield, a lot of half attacks where we kind of got in towards the box and then play broke down just before we can get that final move off. They had 1 or 2 chances right at the end there, but all in all, I don't think it's been a bad performance. Okay, this free kick is going to get angled in for a run at the back post. We definitely cannot hit this one. Let's see how we can do. Perfect. It's worked! Yes! Martial! What a goal! Yes! Oh, I just floated that ball in, and I just wanted to head it down to someone to hit, and it's actually come off absolutely perfectly. Varane heads it down to Martial, who hits it first time, volleys it in at the far post. What a hit. Willian just getting out of the way. Don't think the keeper could quite see that properly. He's only just managed to squeeze it in before the keeper got a save on it. What a goal. 1-0. Come on boys, let's keep this up. Let's try and get another goal. And now CSKA have themselves a very threatening cross. And what a goal. Raphael Varane letting me down there. I really expected him to get his head on that and block it. And right after we've had a chance killed off, they've just run forward and equalised. And what a cross it was too, in all fairness. But Varane's just not gotten there. De Gea's save may have been questionable. What a jump. De Gea's save very questionable there as he jumps over the top of the ball essentially. But yeah, it's 1-1 now. Oh, please, Varane this time. Varane's let us down again. And conceding again from a header within about, what, maybe like 5 to 10 in-game minutes. And Varane again doesn't get the jump. He's just not the threat in the area I needed him to be off like defending plays. He's just not lived up to the standards, and now we're 2-1 down. Wait, what? Penalty? We've won a penalty. I have no idea how. It must have been handball. I'm sure one of you guys can look back over that and see what happens. But we've got a penalty. We're gonna hit this into the top left with a lot of power, or medium power apparently. And Rooney's tucked it away. And once again, we are equal. 2-2. Lovely penalty. Keeper got unlucky. He went the right way. Didn't manage to go high enough to get onto that, and he did dive a bit late, so I think we would have beaten him there anyway. But yeah, I guess that's pure luck. I guess that kind of levels things out with Varane's second mistake. But yeah, 2-2 now, and we're back in with a chance. One of the worst free kicks I've ever taken, straight into the wall. But can we deliver a good corner? Ended up out the back. What a hit! Oh, yes! What a hit! Was that Herrera? I believe it was. I think it was. And a Herrera. It was. Takes a touch, hits it with his weak foot, and puts one of the best shots you will see in this career mode into the top corner. What a hit it was. I think the ball had just bowled up and he kind of hit it on the volley, and what a goal that is. That's enough to end the game. We've won it. Oh, that was a very stressful game for me. I really enjoyed it because of how action-packed we are. How action-packed the game was, sorry. And I feel like if that result went against me, I would have been furious. I would not have been in a good mood. But the game went beautifully, so I guess I can't really complain. Alright, we're going to simulate through to the West Brom game. This is going to be one of those games that I simulate because it's West Brom. If we don't win there, quite frankly, I think there's a bit of an issue if we're not winning. As we take a look, we have two players returned in a scout report. We'll have a quick look at those. I'm not interested in them right now. I'm not interested in looking at any of that. I think I have an idea of who I want to look at in the transfer window. You guys will see that once we get there, and just the players leaving on international duty, so that's all good. Okay, we're up to the West Brom game now, and as you guys can see, we're third on the table, level with three teams level. West Brom is actually one of those teams sitting in fourth, and Arsenal is the other one. Yeah, I think there's not much more we can do other than get into this game. As you guys can see on screen right now, the lineup is exactly the same as the one I ran for the Champions League game, and obviously there is automatic rotation with the computer. Rooney gets off to a great with a goal to give us a great start, and we skip through and we find ourselves with a 3-0 win at home against West Brom. That goal to Rooney early on, one to Memphis Depay, and one to Jesse Lingard in the 71st minute. We're again simulating through. Well, I think we had like a full 2 weeks off or something, so this will be quite a long period of simulation. We'll just see what emails we get through, and then we'll be ready for another game. Oh, here we go. Mexico international offer, which I'm not taking, because I'm not going to do internationals. I've decided on that. Update from Germany and an update from England. We're now at the Watford game, and I've had a look at the calendar, and I've decided that I do indeed want to simulate this game, because the other 2 games are a Champions League game and a game against Leicester City, who everyone knows won the Premier League in real life. So I want to see what they're like in game and see how I do against them. So we're just going to jump into the game against Watford and simulate that one. As you guys can see, lineup is exactly the same. I'm not going to change it so that I can try and get my best players in for the Champions League game, and then have more of a rotated squad again for my match against Leicester City, as they are They're not the weaker of the two teams, but they're definitely the one whose result is not as important at this stage of the season. So we're going to advance. We're going to start the simulation of the match. Hopefully we can get off to another fantastic start like we did in the last game. No goals so far, nothing happening so far. Luke Shaw gets a yellow. I'm going to skip. And we have a 1-1 draw. Varane scoring in the 66th minute, with Kapue equalising just 3 minutes later. So here we are. We're up to the Champions League game. This is a big one. This decides virtually who will go through. There is another game after this, I forgot to mention, but this basically settles the group with how our group is positioned. This will pretty much 100% decide the results. If the top two teams, being us and Wolfsburg, both win, that's the group done. Alright, as you guys can see on screen, this is the team. Ibra, Schweinsteiger are back in the squad, and their replacements have dropped back onto the bench. That's a squad. We're going to get into this. All we need to do right now is look to take home a minimum of 1 point at Old Trafford, but since we are at home, I would absolutely love to get the win and 100% confirm our place in the Champions League for the round of 16, I believe. Here we are at Old Trafford, Manchester United versus PSV in the 5th game of the Champions League. 3 points is what we need, as you guys already know, and that will 100% confirm our qualification to the knockout stages. Alright, here we go, kicking off this game. I'm quite nervous for this, but let's see how we do. What a save from David De Gea. I completely forgot to commentate over their attack. They got a clear header and De Gea's reached back and pushed this ball just about off the line. It was very close to going in. And now PSV have themselves a corner very early on. Ibra have a hit. Ibrahimovic has hit the post from a bloody mile out. What an effort it was. I really didn't think it was going to come to anything, but it did create quite a problem for their defence. They couldn't do anything about it. Back inside, we have got a man that's going to make that run though. Can Schneiderlin score from there? No, he can't. What a big save from the goalkeeper. And we do have ourselves a corner. I can see the man at the top of the box. Run on, one touch, hit. The deflection from the defender nearly took that into the back of the net. Wayne Rooney from a cheeky 38 yards out. I wasn't saying anything. I thought it was a bit of a lost hope. I was just, having a bit of fun seeing what would happen. And what a free kick it was. The keeper's only just managed to get a hand to it. And we have ourselves yet another corner. Ibra's done fantastically to hold it up. However, the halftime whistle's been blown. It's 0-0. I think we just need more chances. We haven't had too many real chances. PSV have had that one that's on screen right now, which is fantastic. But we haven't had any clear-cut chances to try and get us a goal. Alright, PSV getting the second half underway. And we're definitely going to look for that goal. We've got to score. We have to score early. We can't let them put this much pressure on us or give the ball away like that. And we can't leave it until a last minute goal. What can Ibra do? He's found some space. He's going to cut back, lay the ball off. And that is horrendous. Do what I want you to do. Chris Smalling comes up with a big tackle and gives the ball away off the pass. The layback's nice, and what a chance that was. I thought that might have been able to creep into the top corner. Oh, that's fantastic. No, it's not. Raphael Varane has made another mistake. He can't stay away from mistakes right now. He just keeps making them. I don't know what he did wrong there. It looked like handball. Absolutely ridiculous, and now we face having to try and save a penalty. It's hit the post. Can we get rid? No, do not concede there. Far out. Man, I was pressing the shoot button trying to get him to clear the ball, and he turned with it and just gave it back to a defender. Now we're 1-0 down, and we're probably going to lose the game. Look at this. I spammed clear, and he decided to take a touch and left them with the easiest goal they will ever score, and that man they will ever score, and that is also his first goal. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic play. Oh my god, Morgan Schneiderlin. I didn't want to say anything because I thought I was going to jinx it, but when Schneiderlin dropped those two guys in the box, that ball was delicate. Ibra's ball was lovely. Drops two men because one slide tackles his teammate and takes him out. And I thought, I just have to drive this in at the post. It's worked. It's 1-1. And with how quickly we just scored, we could concede, but we could also score and take the lead again. So now it becomes very nervy times. There's the end of the game. It is a 1-1 draw, so we've done enough. However, we did get very lucky. So from what happened off that penalty, I was furious. But for the fact that we did happen to concede in the 86th minute and then score in the 87th minute, I'm quite happy with the result at the end of that, because if we did not get that 87th minute goal, then we've lost this game and we're in a very bad position for the last game. But now we're still in with a good chance of actually qualifying for the knockout stages of the Champions League. We're up to the game against Leicester City now. We're going to jump straight into the game. We're 1 point behind top place. So I'm going to see how this goes, and yeah, we're going to try and take all 3 points. If Chelsea and Tottenham both happen to slip up in this game, we could actually jump to the top of the league in this episode. Alright, here's the lineups. As you guys can see, Ibra's been pushed down to the bench and Rashford's taken up the striker position, with Martial taking up left mid, or well, left wing for Memphis Depay. Sewell and Herrera in at centre mid, and Borthwick Jackson comes in for Luke Shaw at left back. They're the changes for this match, and I believe it's still a solid side that can definitely win us this game. Okay, here's the matchup. Leicester City versus Manchester United at the King Power Stadium. The current in real life champions of England going up against Manchester United. Let's see how we can do. Oh, look at that space for Martial, and he hasn't taken it onto the correct foot, and it turned out to be a bit of a shambles of an effort really. Had so much space, so much time, couldn't do anything, and now Borthwick Jackson's given the ball away in a critical position for us. It would have put us back on the attack. And look at the space here. Sewell's in. Can he have the shot? He can, but that's a horrendous shot. They're very strong on the ball, and they're showing that in this attack. As Varane loses out to a header, but this time it was acceptable because of how far behind the man that he was when he did have the chance to go for the jump. Martial has so much space again out here. Turns back inside realistically, and it's taken a deflection off the defender. Martial celebrates. It is an own goal, however, and I think we got very lucky there. The save was good, and it's just bounced straight back into, I think, Robert Huth. Yeah, there's nothing he can do about that. Like, in a way, I feel bad because I know if that happened to me, I'd be fuming. But I can't help but be happy because it's put us 1-0 up. A very heavy ball through. Martial is doing everything he can to get back on this ball. He's managed to win it. He didn't have the pace. Somehow it's still gotten around him. And the cross was not up to standard. I don't know how Willian got around his man to even get into that position, but the cross was just not what was needed. Skip back inside. There's a clear chance, and what a huge save that was. I mean, that deflection off the save was huge. The follow-up shot was rubbish. But they had themselves a fantastic chance just there. They really could have done some damage had they gotten in there. Willian to chip over. Darmian does the same. We've gotten ahead of the man. We turn back inside. I see the long ball over the top. We've brought it down well with finesse. And Marcus Rashford scores. I'm so happy with how that play went. I cannot believe that we've actually managed to get all those over the top through balls to work. He happened to out-muscle the man, takes a great touch. I think it comes back to him off the defender a little bit, but then he finesses it beautifully in at the far post. And that might even be Marcus Rashford's first goal of the Premier League, first goal of this season. Somehow we've won that free kick. It got called for handball. Somehow. From how badly we just went and took their player out, we got given handball. Oh, that's an atrocious ball in. That's an absolutely horrible ball. Someone's got to cover. And the shot itself was absolutely atrocious. Nothing to worry about if they're going to shoot like that. I might as well just let them have shots. I see the run. I see that run. You are so far through if you don't finish this. And Marcus Rashford gets his double. That is his second goal of this game. Leicester City trying to string together a last minute attack. They can't really do anything from it. We're going to play another ball through to Rashford. Let's see what he can do for this. It looks like he's got the man. I'm going to play Rashford in again. Can he score a hat-trick? He can't get the shot away. That will end the match. Surely. Surely they're not getting another attack. They are. They're going to get another attack, and they're quite far in here. De Gea saves. We clear. We boot the ball away. Head it down. And there is full time. 3-0 victory away at the King Power Stadium. And Marcus Rashford just showed that he is well and truly able to be in this squad. If it wasn't for the likes of Ibrahimovic and Anthony Martial, he could quite possibly be in this squad all the time, because he feels good on the ball. Even when he was tired at the end there, he was able to hold the ball up, turn back inside, find a man, and he's got quite a good pass on him. I've given him training drills and really tried to get him up and make him a better player than what he starts out as. I think I've achieved that, and he played absolutely fantastically today. He made an early mistake, but after that was an amazing asset to this team. I could not have been happier with his performance. As you guys can see, we're just simulating through to the Wolfsburg game. We've got 2 emails and we can do training again, so I'm going to jump in, hit up the training drills again. I've kept them pretty consistent. I have changed Martial's drills from the last time that you guys would have seen them. I'm thinking I probably won't show this too much because no one really cares a lot about the training drills. Advance to the day. Here we are. We'll go to here. Press conference and stuff like that. I don't know. That's the press conference. I don't know what I deleted first. Ibra wants to play. Obviously that's going to happen. And Carrick wants to be sold. I will do that because Carrick is not in my plans. As you guys can see down here at the table, and we're currently sitting second by 1 point, so even a draw today may not be enough if PSV wins. However, I did notice Wolfsburg lost to CSKA, so we'll definitely be in a bit of a tedious position no matter the result of the other game. So really we need a win. However, when I say we need a win today, I mean next time, because this is the end of the episode. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.